Yeah. Alright. Hi guys, my name is John, and I'll be doing my presentation on my. It's a bot. So, down. There you go. On my aquarium. If you weren't here last time, my beta fish is named. Oh, full spin. It's named George. That's him right there. I think that's the most recent photo. He's gotten pretty fat, but you know, that's how it is. I'll also be talking about some critters that are in the tank, so low return for the shrimp. I think I talked about how he killed them all last time, but they're thriving again this year, so I'll talk about that. Also added some new snails. These are called ramshorn snails. I'll talk about that towards the end of the presentation. And I believe I touched on some element in my last presentation. Does anybody remember? That's a little hint. No? It's nitrous oxide, but I talked about nitrogen. So, I'm not going to be talking about nitrogen this time. I'll be talking about CO2. I wish Raymond was here, but, you know, he would have liked that photo. Anyways. Now, you might be thinking, what does CO2 have? What role does it play in the aquarium? So, basically, it's part of the photosynthesis, and it works the same way as terrestrial plants. So you got your little guy, your plant. Oh. Jesus Christ. Then you got your light source. For any other plant, it'd be sunlight. In an aquarium, it'll be the aquarium light that you got. Then you got your water. For terrestrial plants, it'll just be, rainwater, or you water it yourself. In an aquarium, it's kind of submerged in water already, so CO2. And so all those three things together will make the plant grow, and yeah. So, oh God. So I got a CO2 diffuser in my tank, and it increases the CO2 levels in the aquarium, but it's not a natural thing at all. It's purely in the hobby itself. It's not natty, so it'd be kind of like this guy. This guy pumps himself TRT. It's testosterone naturally occurs in our bodies, but his levels are super high. But in my aquarium, it's like, usually the CO2 levels would be like 3 to 5 parts per million. Parts per million, you can think of it as like a ratio. So like 5 molecules out of a million water molecules. That's my CO2 tank. I got it somewhere in downtown. It's like secured it. It's like $10. It's pretty good. And here's a little video of the CO2 diffuser. So the whole point is to dissolve the CO2 into the aquarium and increase the CO2 levels so you can make the plants grow faster. That's how it works. You can see how it's like, oh, that's George right there. You see how the diffuser like positioned towards the bottom of the tank, so like the bubbles can rise to the top, and it gives a chance for the CO2 to go ahead.
Why don't the bubbles fall down?
It's God's work, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I also have this spray bar that sprays towards the CO2 bubbles, so it sort of shoots down the bubbles back down, so it circulates throughout the whole tank. Oh, I'll be talking about the critters now. I got cherry shrimp are back. They're not dead anymore. They've been repopulating, you know, little babies. I chose this photo in particular. I thought it was
Can you do a voice of what you think they sound like?
what are these questions, man?
What do you think they're like?
What?
They're like they
Come on, I don't.
There you go.
It,
It helps me imagine.
all right. That was a pretty cool photo. It kind of reminds me of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Anybody? Lee Mubai? No. All right. Kind of. It just reminded me of them floating on the bamboo. You know, some Chinese people, but whatever. I'll be talking about the snails now. They're actually fucking here. So they're having like a little orgy. It's like a 3-man. They're just hopping on each other. They're good.
Are you sure all snails are gay?
What happened?
Like snails are gay.
They're gay?
Yeah.
Well, they're actually hermaphrodites, so they have male and female organs. So they can actually reproduce asexually, but they just choose to fuck, you know. But
Can you do a voiceover of
I'm not gonna do voiceover. not for that one. All right. This is a little more sensual. This is a one-on-one for the monogamous people out here. They're kind of intertwined. That's the little offspring. When they're pregnant, they'll lay these little eggs on any surface in the tank. So I don't know if you can see it. Right there. And I think that's the end of my presentation. Any questions? Melissa.
Do you have to take out like the clusters of eggs? Because I know they produce a lot,
I just let them fuck, you know.
huh?
They help clean up the tank, so I don't really mind it. I don't mind the population increasing. Trent.
What is the chance of those snails developing DOS?
You know, pretty high. Yeah, I've seen the tweak out.
Yeah, and they're going at it.
Crazy. Anyway, any other questions? All right.
Oh, I have sorry. What's the story behind the CO2 tank that you got from downtown?
The CO2 tank I got from downtown. Well, I just looked for like a cheap gas tank to get, and there was a place in downtown to get the tank. So
Was that a legal thing?
yeah, you got to sign off and all these other steps, but yeah, it was a legal tank. Sandra.
How long have you had your aquarium?
2 years? Almost 3, I want to say. So it's pretty mature. Urban, sorry.
You get a yearly update message?
Yeah, I'll see if any new stuff pops up, but. Andrew?
Why did George stop killing the trip?
Huh?
Why did George stop killing the trip?
You know, he's a little wiser this year, so he's not a murder machine. He's kind of just, he just inspects the shrimp now. He just rolls up, he's like, what's up, guys? And then goes on his way.
What's George's last name?
I guess Bacall, since, you know,
What year did you get him again?
I forgot. I want to say 2023, rather. November 2020. Actually, 2022 of November, and then, so yeah.
What's the lifespan of the fish? Like how does he live?
Max 5 years, usually 3, so George is on the older side right now. Alright. Thank you guys.